Hi, here's another interview. Um, just so you know, I didn't do anything yesterday. The power is gone; it's out. Um, but my computer's got a battery, so it can still run. So I figured, yeah, I had this one thing. I talked to my ex, um, so I thought I'd share. It's bonus material. Let's call it. So yeah, I spoke to my ex. Samantha Derricks. We were together while in Michigan. We broke up prior to me moving to New York. She's now in California, where the plague is. It's getting. It's close to getting there. I figured maybe mountains and great expenses of nothingness might slow this thing down. Nope. Maybe a little, but not enough. So there it is. So, are you taking measures? What are you doing?
I'm not sure what to do. I've been following all this since day one, and I don't know. What does one do in this situation? Tape up the windows? Barricade the doors? I have food. I have plenty of food. I haven't done the math on how long it's going to last. I probably should. My roommate is gone. She grabbed a bag and flew to Cambodia because she has family there. She was out the door. She did not waste any time. She was gone by day 2. She asked if I wanted to come along, but honestly, I thought that this would be under control at some point. I'm now in charge of her fish. She has this insanely huge aquarium in her bedroom. I've seen what effort she takes to take care of her fish. This is not a commitment I was prepared to make. She left me a notebook filled with everything I need to do on a daily basis. But I'm really very concerned because her handwriting is horrible. Like, she figured out what her handwriting was in 2nd grade and decided that an upgrade was unnecessary. I will say that the amount of focus I spend on keeping the 27 fish alive occupies my mind, gives me something to do besides watching the never-ending news cycle. I'm really only watching to see how it's spreading. There's a lot of nonsense in between all that, and that just makes me angry. The appearance of talking heads discussing opinions on how this happened is a moot point. We don't need to talk about this. And I've seen way too many posts on Twitter with clips of people in college towns, these frat parties, zombie parties. Have you seen this? Frat boys capture a zombie, tie it up, and I mean at the most benign level, they do a shot every time the zombie moans something that may or may not sound like a word. But at its most ridiculous level, they place the shot glass on the zombie's prone body and, no hands, scoop it up with their mouth. With every turn, the shot gets closer to the head area. The first one who chickens out because, they could get bit loses. I don't remember being this stupid in college. I heard that one kid got bit at, I want to say BYU. And it was just drunk people not knowing what to do, and it didn't end well. I mean, it's like, at some level, I understand the incapacity to have a sense of one's own mortality. People push boundaries all the time. But if you're in that situation, if you're actively playing a role, if you're drunk, somebody gets bit, well, at some point there's a responsibility there, a culpability. If you're there, if you're playing games, somebody gets bit, that's on you. You're inviting a risk into your party, and maybe you should have known better. Does that sound preachy? Good. It's meant to. Have you seen any clips like that?
I haven't. No.
I don't recommend it. You will lose any sense of people banding together to overcome. Oh, on the other end of that, there's also clips of old people. And I don't know if this is a movement or something. They're standing on their lawns, their property, and as soon as a zombie gets close, they fire their rifles at them and start singing the national anthem. And sometimes it's fine. They take their shot and go back into their houses. And sometimes it's not. They reload while calling attention to themselves. And while I can see why they would want to contribute, you can't fire your gun from inside the house, out the window, from a safe distance. Or is this how you want to go out? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of property. Defending your country. Screaming a patriotic song. Better this than letting natural causes slowly deteriorate you. A story for the ages that no one will be left around to tell. Meanwhile, some asshole is recording this and then posting it on Twitter, and I'm watching it, so am I any better? Am I keeping myself informed? Am I watching what will eventually happen to me? Am I learning what not to do? Because I think I've already figured that part out.
Really happy you're not participating at that level.
I think you know me well enough to know that's not my thing. Also, I know you're joking because that's your sense of humor. How are you doing?
This bit's not really about me.
Okay. Then, can you stop recording so we can talk? I know you think you have a job to do, and I'm not intending that to sound mean, but I don't really know what else to tell you. You stop recording on your end so I can find out more about your day. How about we do that? Because I am deeply concerned about what you're going through. I've been listening to your podcast, and I'm glad you have an outlet, but it's really you just letting a little air out. So I'm guessing there's more going on in your head, and I want to hear about it. Hello?
I'm here.
I know. You're still there. I'm still here. So far, so good. Turn off the recorder.